When I saw this project for the first time, I knew I had to show it to you. Scarlet Lake is a survival horror game with an isometric view and a low poly style that looks like a PlayStation 1 classic. It clearly takes inspiration from old school titles like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Parasite Eve or Alone in the Dark, and mixes it with some modern ideas in a creepy, twisted town called Scarlet Lake. I played the demo and yeah, it's worth talking about. You play as a Ben, a guy who entered the town looking for his missing wife. From the bits of stories shown in the demo, she sent him a message asking for help, saying she was in danger. Something felt off about the whole thing, and since Ben is a detective, he decided to find out the truth, no matter what. Now, Scarlet Lake used to be a small, normal town, but it was bought by a big corporation called Eden a while ago. And let's just say, they didn't just want to buy a few buildings, they built massive walls around the whole place, looking down so only their people could go in and out. Ben asks an old man to sneak him in, since the guy delivers supplies there from time to time. But this time, they show up at the wrong place at the worst time. Two people in hazmat suits greet them, let's call it that, and somehow only Ben survives that not so friendly welcome. To get deeper into town, he needs to find a level 1 access card. The only way? Go into the woods. Soon he finds a creepy house and a weird well, and things starts getting wild. Turns out some kind of a parasite or hellspawn has taken over the town, turning people into meat-hungry monsters. Some folks inside the house were lucky enough to off themselves before they mutated, others not so much. This is where the classic puzzle mechanics come in. You find a crank near a body in a bathtub, which lets you lift something out of the well. Spoiler, it's a key. No idea why someone tough hiding it there was a great idea, but hey, classic survival horror logic. Across from the house, there's an old barn and a farm area. Both are full of monsters, but the barn is where you need to go, like in old school games. You don't have to fight every enemy, ammo is limited and running is usually smarter. According to the Steam page, you are encouraged to sneak and dodge instead of going full Rambo. The barn has the key you need, and also a terrifying pile of bodies with some mutants wandering around. Once you grab the key card, you are able to enter Scarlet Lake proper. Just before the main street, there's a building with a workbench where you can upgrade your gear using scrap you have found. Stronger weapons equals easier survival. Each upgrade costs more scraps depending on the level, which I liked. It gives you a sense of progress and helps save your ammo. On the main street, you hear police sirens and see the Lakeview Motel. A truck blocks parts of the road and of course monsters are around. One room requires your keycard to enter, but there is no power, and the rest of the rooms are boarded up, or so it seems. One of them is actually open. Inside there's a big vent someone could crawl through, if only you had a screwdriver. In the bathroom, you find a dead cop and a key, which opens a police trunk. Inside, a shotgun. Now we are talking. Much better than basic pistol you start with. Inside the motor reception there is a board with a missing person poster, and yes, you can end up as one too, which I will explain in a bit. In another room there is a storage chest, just like in old Resident Evil games. You can dump your unused stuff there, which is useful because your inventory space is tiny and fills up super fast. There is also a map system showing locked doors and places you haven't been yet. It's helpful to figure out where to go next, like the pool area behind the motel. That's where you will find the screwdriver. But since that's close to the end of the demo, I will leave the rest for you to discover. Personally, I really like the game. If you feel the same, there is a Kickstarter campaign to support the devs and help move the project forward. One cool thing, if you back it, one of the rewards gives you an option where you can get your face on a missing person poster in the game. And if you got around £100 to spare, developer even send you a physical PlayStation 1 style copy of the game. Super cool idea, if you are not broke like me. One small bug I noticed, when checking emails on the motel computer, the camera kept sliding to the right. Give me a weird idea actually. Imagine if something creepy like glowing eyes showed up behind the screen, but done smartly, not just a cheap jumpscare. Scarlet Lake brings strong retro survival horror vibes and totally nails the atmosphere. Even though the demo is short, I had fun and I fully recommended checking it out. I'd love to play more, but for now we will have to wait until full release. Anyway, now we've got a good picture and what this game is about. I'd say add it to your wishlist, just like I did. And if you want more cool games recommendations or just to know what the heck these games are about, hit that subscribe button. See you next time, bye!